You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Aquarius, welcome. So here we are talking about our April new moon cycle. So this is from April 7th to May 6th. And I am doing this a little bit differently this month. If you've tuned in before, everything's going to be done here at the table except for the Dakini. And we'll get started. So I'm going to start shuffling, and then I'm going to talk about your I Ching microcycle that came up and the collective symbol for all of us during this beautiful new moon. It promises to be something special. Something's unfolding. Very interesting readings coming up for the signs this month. So I can't wait, Aquarius, to see what is coming up for you. So what event, circumstance, or situation is likely to be coming forward for at least the majority of Aquarius-centric people for their growth and evolution over the course of this Aries new moon chapter. Okay, so let's pull it, and then I'm going to go ahead and speak about the other elements here. You know, it's interesting. You're getting a little bit of a challenging reading, and I have to say you're one of the only ones, because this month has interesting. Well, we're going to pull up more. Let's talk about the whole, because this is a holistic reading. So we're going to talk about all of the elements, okay? So this is what I want to say. So Aquarius, for you, well, let's talk about the collective. So when we're looking at the new moon cycle, it's a reboot. It's the sun-moon conjunction, and it's a reboot. And it's a new storyline for that month. So for the collective, we're living a new story for that month. It's part of the evolutionary cycle. This particular new moon is occurring at 18 degrees Aries, and Aries, it is a fantastic Sabian symbol that is imbued at the 18-degree Aries point, a magical carpet of Oriental imagery. So take a look at this clip here.
Over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no or where to go.
So I incorporated the Aladdin clip because, one, it's the magic carpet, and the words in the song. A whole new world. You know, this is about a whole new fantastic point of view. And indeed, the magic carpet, via magic, we are uplifted, we are free, we are moving, and we have a holistic, clear view, a perspective, broad and long view. So there is via magic, there is clarity and freedom. That is the juice of this particular month for all of us. This is for you and all the other signs. Now, when I tap into your microcycle, Aquarius, I pull up the I Ching to tap into the storyline. So what is, for your demographic, what is your microcycle? You received number 46, pushing upward, which is a terrific I Ching because it is about growth. It's about a plant coming up through the soil. So from obscurity into influence, there is movement into growth, which is fantastic. Now, there's something here with regard to work. So this is not going to apply to everybody. This is a general reading. But for a good portion of you, work is going to be your career and your work, what you do for a living, what you do to make money, is going to be the topic at hand, the main topic for you over the course of this cycle. And there's some, you're processing things because mentally there's some upset coming up for you. There's some activation in the mind with regards to your work. You know, do you love what you do? Do you hate what you do? Are you ready for a change? Are you ready to make the move into something else? So you're in a stormy state mentally with regards to work over the course of this cycle. Now, you know what it feels like for me, for you? It feels like you're actually going through, again, this is for a good portion of you. This is not going to apply to everybody. You're going through a growth phase spiritually over the course of this month because it's almost like the logistics of work is really a battle for you because there's something spiritually, it's almost like you recognize over the course of this cycle that you don't have enough of a spiritual either root or grounding or tribe. Like you're realizing over the course of this month, Aquarius, that you want more spiritual life to your life. You want to have more of a spiritual storyline playing out. And maybe for a lot of you out there, maybe you have been working too hard. Maybe you have put all your energy and focus into work and you realize this month that it's not working, that you need more spirituality. That's in the spiritual sector. So it's like you're realizing I don't have enough of the other, you know, it's imbalanced. And you're going to be feeling strangely about it. So interestingly, in the emotional sector, the unusual card is coming up. And this is triggered by the little bit of spirituality or the less spirituality that's activated. So it's almost like for a good portion of you, you're going to be feeling oddly that you don't have a greater connection to spirit, that you don't have a greater that you don't commit enough time to your spiritual practice. I actually want to say that for a good portion of you, because if you're tuning into this scope, you're already spiritually oriented. So, but even that being said, there's a lot of people that also tune in that are just, putting their toe in. So they don't, they're not really all there. But for a lot of you, it could be that there's more of a spiritual discipline or a spiritual practice or a daily routine that will support you. And it's almost like you're feeling oddly, there's something dissonant. You're feeling some dissonance with the fact that there's not enough of a spiritual life activated for you. There's some negativity, dear Aquarius. I mean, the darkness card is coming up, and this has to do with like anger, agitation, rage, frustration. It could be frustration for a lot of you. There's some frustration coming up, and it might be that you're missing nature, that you need more nature. Maybe some of you are city dwellers and you're needing to get out of the building and to get into nature. And because that's not activated for you now and you don't have enough spiritual connection, you're frustrated about it. You're wanting this. You're wanting more nature in your life. You're wanting more spirit in your life. So let's move on to the other cards because that's going to bring some additional information. This is interesting though, because I will say for those that are tuning in, for the Aquarians tuning in, you definitely want to check your moon and your rising signs, and your north node, by the way, your north node placement, because that's your soul's evolution. So tap into the sign where your north node lives, because that is what is calling you, okay? And that will help this storyline iron out. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the quality, the archetypal quality within you that wants to be matured, grown, evolved. This is the Carolyn Mace archetype cards. So Aquarius, what is it? What is it that wants to be matured? So I just want to point out that there's a mourning dove that is outside cooing right now. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Messiah. You know what? I love this card for you, Aquarius, because this is all about humanity. And you are a humanitarian focused sign. Look at this. This is what wants to be matured and evolved through you, Aquarius. So this is about evolving out of exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. And by the way, a cause in this particular setting, this is talking about a cause like a grand cause. However, because of the spread and because of your growth edge now, this could absolutely have to do with work. So a lot of people are workaholics because they adopt this notion that it can't be done if they're not doing it. And so they get tied with the work cycle. So I just want to point that out, because there could be some belief you hold that I'm tied somewhere because I can't leave. They would fail without me, kind of thing. So exaggerated belief that you are the only means by which a cause can succeed. And then an evolution into serving humanity with humility. Okay, so there's a humility and a softness and an ease out of the ego attachment that you are the only one to do any one thing or the other, whether it be with work or in family or in some relationship or with a grander cause. So it's doing the work, but it's having humility about it. And by the way, Messiah is certainly stepping into a more spiritual role. So if there is frustration about, let's say, the concrete jungle, quote unquote, and this traditional modern day, work-a-day world that we've created for ourselves, if you are feeling darkness because you miss this, you want to heed that. You want to connect with nature, definitely. So if you tap into evolving, serving humanity with humility, I guarantee you that will help you move through this cycle for sure. So what's the guidance for you? This is Colette Baron-Reid's Enchanted Map deck. And let's tune in, Aquarius, to your guidance. Actually, I feel like that's the one. It's this one. Flying. And how amazing that you get flying when we have the magic carpet of Oriental imagery as the storyline of this month. Wow, so that's the guidance. Let me read this. Flying. Aquarius, fabulous. So the meaning of the card itself is you have the power to see things from a higher perspective. Amazing. Upright. If you were a bird flying high up in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your higher purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over and all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. You know, I just love this. I just love this. I love that it's all tied for you. And what I really adore is that any frustration, any darkness, any stuckness that you're feeling with regards to your current work story, if you tap into enacting a sense of humility and working on behalf of humanity, and if you know that you have the ability to see beyond, to see holistically, to see the whole, to see above the minutia, because this, my friends, is the magic carpet. The fact that this is your guidance means that if you just let go and ride this wave, this energetic wave, this natural energetic wave of the magic carpet, you will be served. That's the guidance is to let go and let the wave pull you. It's to be mindful. It's not to be a victim of the energies. It's to be mindfully using the energies that are pushing you to higher perspectives. More spirituality wants to be born within many of you. Nature is calling. Walk barefoot. Sit against a tree. Do a meditation with the tree. Connect with nature. It will naturally align you to your natural cycle, your natural pattern. It'll ease you. It'll relax you. It'll get you to the place, the clarity place that's going to get you out of this. Beautiful. So let's take a look, Aquarius, at your Dakini Goddess. So I pull up the Dakini to bring forward the embodiment. Who are you to actually embody over the course of this month to ride this wave optimally with maximal flow and least effort? Let's take a look. Aquarius. So this month you are called to embody and become number 42, Mercura Reflectiva. My reflectivity is fluid, ever changing, with the smallest ripple in the field. Know that you can shift and morph. You are not a fixed element, but an agent of change. I am able to self-reflect and so be a clear reflection for others. I am the bearer of messages. I can positively affect any situation.